I'm behind. And not only am I behind, I'm riding behind a whole lot of slow-moving objects, y'all. And a U-Haul, okay? But thank goodness the U-Haul is about to turn off. But this car in front of me, y'all, I don't think she got to be at work till about 10 o'clock. I'm telling you, because she is going so slow, and there's not enough room for me to zip in front of her right now in this little cut. Anywho, it's my own fault. I could have been out the house. Could have been out the house because I've been up. Okay, however, today is Friday, March 26th. Of course, it begins my spring break. But when I woke up this morning, after I said my morning hallelujah and thank yous and prayers, I checked my email. Well, I had an alert. And it was a trigger on an old, very old blog that I had in 2010 that led me to a 2015 post about Tom Joyner. The time that Tom Joyner, if you are an Empire fan of 2015, and if you are a Tom Joyner Morning Show fan, circa 2015, you remember when they pranked us and said that we had missed an episode, an extra bonus post-season finale of Empire, had folks going crazy. I was one of them. People I know, y'all, if you're an Empire fan from 2015, y'all, that was so dirty, low down. Come to find out, as you know, it ended up being an April Fool's joke. You know, Tom Joyner and them were notorious for fooling us very well with April Fool's jokes. Like the time I went and got I made sure I went and got my passport, because the next Tom Joyner Morning Show cruise was going to be to Africa. Now, it never, ever dawned in my head how long it would take to cruise from wherever to Africa and back in a week. Okay, let's just talk about that part. All I heard at that time was Tom Joyner cruise HBCU to Africa. Baby, I went and got my passport. I think that was an April Fool's joke. I don't even remember. Didn't get damn stamp on it nowhere, okay? Because it did not pan out, and I think, again, it was April Fool's joke. But anyway, so I woke up this morning to an alert that led me down the rabbit hole that led me to the March 26, 2015 post of a blog I started just for that day to represent the Empire fans as we struck back on Tom Joyner and his crew, okay? I am going to link that post down in the description or wherever I post this right here, so that you can read the paperwork and then find out what happened to the post. Well, I'll just say this: he did respond. Okay, he read the story on the air, but I can't link to it because the show is no longer running, and I don't think it's in the archives. I'll dig deeper, but I'll link it below everything I can find. Y'all, that made my morning, but it made me running late, y'all. I was intending to put on a whole different outfit. Well, this shirt, of course, by Yes Lioness, but I was gonna wear these funky polka dot pants and my yellow chucks, and I had a marigold hat to wear. Child, I barely got dressed, okay? And I had to hurry up and throw on something. So I got on one of my new Yes Lioness camo skirts. But child, I don't even know if this goes together. But I tried to pull it together with this Rosanda Lee cap. Okay, the camo hat was not on the plan, because I did not get my clothes all the way together. But I knew I was going to put on this and a funky polka dot. Child, I might look like whatever, but you know what? I love a funky style. But I didn't get a chance to iron my shirt. Y'all, I was going to run the iron or the steamer over my shirt this morning, baby. Yes, Lioness, baby. I apologize for being wrinkled out here in your soul flower. But y'all, so I'm on my way. And oh my goodness, this Friday is the beginning of spring break. Normally when I first wake up in the morning of the last day of work, like vacation, spring break, Christmas, last day of school, I immediately turn off all alarms. But guess what? I was so distracted, I didn't. So I'll get around to switching those alarms so that I don't get woke up next week at work time, 6 a.m. You know what I'm saying? no way. So anyway, that excited me so much. Can y'all tell? I was gonna put on some makeup today, y'all. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put on some complexion product, some eyes. I was gonna get it. I mean, I'm gonna go to bed and put on some cuteness today. I'm back to whipping the quarantine. Okay, no makeup. All I got on is skincare. Only skincare. And this hat cocked to the side, which I'm gonna have to straighten it out because I don't know how it looks cocked, but yeah, I'll straighten it once I get into the building or in the parking lot. Y'all, I was mailing my BFF her shirt that looks like this. Mailed it, printed off the label. Get in your lane, old lady. I'm sorry, old ladies everywhere. I'm an old lady too. But look at here, she was about to hug. But yo, I need to stop driving. Is it me? No, it ain't me. Nope. Anyway, so I had packaged up the shirt. I don't know if I told y'all in an earlier vlog, but I hadn't posted it probably. Went to the post office to mail my BFF shirt that I hauled from Yes. And how about I used their online portal at the USPS.com, filled out the paperwork, printed out the label, went and mailed it. Now, I did notice that they did not have the exact matching flat rate envelope, padded, whatever this is right here. So I did the best I could. It was $8.25. I'm like, okay, but $8.25. Y'all, how come the mailman come in yesterday after I had gotten it? Because our mail has been extremely tardy getting. Normally comes like at 11 a.m. It's been 4 o'clock getting here, okay? Anywho, y'all, everything is just going crazy. And I apologize for this lighting, but you know it's coming in from back that way. But anywho, ooh, y'all, I apologize. This might turn into an audio. This little man gonna... Come on, truck. Don't be slowing down. Let this man catch me, because I'm not paying no attention to him today. Thank you for letting me wave on. Anywho, he must have forgot that I'm the little car. He used to stop every morning, y'all. He used to stop me. I don't know if he's seen this brown face every morning. He would just stop me. I'm like, highlight. You highlighter. Anyway, I apologize for the light, y'all. But anywho, lately this one down here been catching me. But just as I'm rolling through here, normally he has been catching me, but he didn't get me today either. And let me tell you something. I live by a lot of things, but there are certain principles that I discovered that struck with me, and I'll get back to my other point. But remember I forgot how to pronounce his last name, but he wrote a book, and I have to annotate it here because my brain is going 100,000 and it ain't thinking with nothing, okay? But I can't think of the name of the book. But anyway, so that book allowed me to shift my focus to a lot of different things. And one of the first principles in this book is like it's right here. But one of the principles is don't take anything personally. Now, when you can let that register down in your spirit, nothing is going to, generally, typically, the mess. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be on you. Because don't take anything personally. And that right there was like, pow, boom. And so I had to stop taking personally that this man back here was holding me up for work. Now, it's my fault that I'm the one that's pushing it because I'm 5 minutes later than I need to be going through that zone, right? But I was taking it so personal that every morning this man or the other man, the highlighter, was stopping me, to let these rich people who ain't no kids walking in this zone, is just let the rich people cars come in and out. I would say it's a private school, so, I feel like, whatever, yeah, rich people. So I was like, I had to stop and apply that principle to my life in that moment. And I'll leave everything below, but that exact principle of the book that I can't remember right at this moment, y'all, allowed me, it's a long story, but if you know me, you know the story, to meet Tom Joyner. Wow, I have loved Tom Joyner and his work for HBCUs ever since I discovered Tom Joyner and what he was doing for us. And so I created I feel art piece of all the HBCUs and my experience of meeting them. I think I have a video. If I do, I'll link it because I don't want to repeat that. But if you haven't seen that, and all of that was just the inner workings, okay? And so it was something that happened yesterday too. I don't know if I vlogged about it, but I told the mailman about it. How yesterday I was in the car around this time yesterday, and I wanted to hear a particular song on the radio, and I was like, well, I could try to pull it up, let Siri find it, but I didn't have the connectors to connect my iPhone to my radio. I'm like, okay, well, and I did not want to put the AirPods in my ears in case, child, the sirens be blaring up and through here at any time. So I didn't want to have a distraction. I needed to have all ears open to hear and eyes to see. I didn't want to get caught up in my song so much. Radio itself in the car is a distraction enough, but to have it into my ears, I didn't want that. But anyway, so I was like, I wanted to hear this particular song. I just gave up. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I like radio. Let me just find something that's gonna move me right now and make me happy, right? So I tuned in, and there was some song playing. I don't know, something maybe some 70s, 80s, I don't know, whatever, that I liked, okay? And so another song came on, no shade to Chris Brown, but Go Crazy or something. I'm like, I don't want to hear that right now, Chris. So I flipped the channel back to maybe iHeart or something, one of them oldie, type of situation. So anywho, y'all, I tuned in with the flip of a button. With the flip of a button, found Bruno Mars. That's what I like, y'all. But it was like midway through the song, but it was enough for me to do a couple of things. First of all, finish enjoying the song, and second of all, realize that I am on a particular wavelength in my life, and I know that I can have what I want. And I don't mean that in well, I do mean it in a manifestation way, but not in a greedy way or anything else. Because if you've known me, and as you get to know me, I live my life a particular way. And when my energy is not where I want it to be, everything else is out of sync, okay? And I have been so out of sync with this grown child, but it gave me time to slow down, okay? It gave me time to slow down. I'm all forever thinking of the 500,000 lives that were lost. That will always be in my mind, But it also serves to me as a reminder, a gentle and sometimes an urgent reminder to do the things that I need to do or that I want to do. And you should too, because it was just the luck of the draw that I'm still here, okay? Because anything could have happened to me, whether it was just something naturally or accidental, or Rona could have took me out, because y'all know around the beginning of February of 2020, me, the mailman, and half the folks in my schoolhouse was down with something, and they called it the flu. So the first cases had not been diagnosed until they were just talking about it on the news a couple of days ago, like March something. And I think I know the lady who was supposed to have been the first case in Memphis. And she was at the Tom Jordan Morning Show. I met her. Not, when she had the moment, but she be everywhere. Shout out to you, Maryland. But, child. Anyway, so I live my life a certain way. So yesterday was a gentle yet urgent reminder that I got to get back on my grind and get back on my spiritual path. Not that I was off, but just accepting things and just going along. Now I am reclaiming my time. Okay, reclaiming my time. I had an amazing conversation, but brief, with my administration yesterday. They were happy that I'm not about to retire, because they were like, "You about to retire?" I'm like, "Are these folks watching my vlogs?" Which they might be. Shout out to y'all. Hey, y'all. Ooh, another rock. Oh, another rock. Please don't be the pick. Y'all, is this another freaking pick? This is why I never like coming this way. Because every other rock pick that I got, I'm hollering because I'm fired up. Every other rock pick that I got in my car, cracked, was on this road right here. They're doing construction. One that I got, y'all, I promise you, it felt like a boulder fell out the sky at that time. Like a couple years ago. You know, Rona got me messed up, so I don't know what day it was. But I promise you, y'all, I got another freaking pick. Is that a pick in my windshield? I know it is. Yep. I'm just gonna get a new windshield. I'm just gonna let it just keep getting pecked out at this point because I can't keep giving Chip $40. But I could use my insurance and file a claim. But I didn't have, I wasn't sure about Chip. But anywho, you know, folks get your information, child. I'm not saying Chip will, but just people in general. Get your information, and then next thing you know, folks, they, you know, pretending to be you. I don't need nobody who ain't paying no bills claiming up on my insurance. No kind of health insurance, my car, none of that. You ain't chipping in, you ain't getting in. But child, me and the mailman, child, and we rarely ever have disagreements. Child, we almost had knockdown, drag out. Y'all, we have been interrupted so many times this morning because somehow I done hit the snooze button on my alarm clock. And it kept interrupting every 9 minutes. Oh, child. But anywho, yeah, child, I was telling you about me and the mailman, knockdown, drag out. Not really. But, I'm sorry about this lighting, but anyway. Child, let me tell you, the Memphis trash people have been doing us dirty. They, you know, remember around the snow time, they were, the snow time, you know, ice and stuff, they were behind, like, you know, a couple of weeks of picking up the trash. When they finally picked up the trash, I was elated because I just, you know, I'm trying to spring clean, I'm trying to purge, become a minimalist. JANKY, not really. But, you know, paring down, getting rid of stuff, purging what I can, that you know, nobody will want, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I asked him, because I'm running late, Joyner, I'm like, hey, mailman, can you, today is supposed to be, maybe, I don't know, we don't know what day trash day is, okay? But we're like, well, just in case the trash people come today, can you put some extra bags, these other 2 bags of trash in the bin because I'm running late. I was going to do it myself. But the bin is already on the street. Okay, so I'm like, boy, you got a little more flex time than I do. Can you put those bags in the trash? He was like, well, yeah, but I don't want to have any bins, no bags on the ground. We'll just have to hold on to it until the next time. I'm saying to myself, we got to hold on to the garbage. Okay, I said garbage. G-A-R-B-H, garbage. So I'm like, we didn't have, it was in my head. So that's why we did not have a knockdown drag out. Because that's the way I solve all problems, y'all. Silence is so golden. Think, if I feel like saying something, and not just to the mailman, but to anybody, I like to be quiet so I don't respond too harshly. I don't say the wrong thing or the first thing that pops up in my head. So I'm like to myself, hold on to the garbage because they're not doing their job. Lord, I thought this car was about to run the light, child, and careen into us, okay? When he going that way with loud pipes. Anyway, I'm like, well, we got to hold on to garbage. Everybody's garbage bin is overflowing, and I don't want to show it in the video because, first of all, I'm running late, and second of all, I don't want to be showing nobody's garbage pail, and my garbage pail either. But anywho, yeah, child, these people have not been doing, and the city is talking about firing them or canceling their contract or whatever it is. God, this road feels so rough. It feels like, I promise you, y'all, okay, it feels like it's something, well, I ain't gonna say it, but it sounds like it's something in my tire. Because it was just so rough feeling, and the road didn't look rough, but anyway, it's moving out now. But anywho, I have no lunch, but anyway, I'll get back to that. But yeah, how come we got to hold on? How come we have to have the mentality to make it easier for somebody who's not doing what they're being paid to do? Okay? Now, I take that personally. And so, child, you know her. I don't know know, well, if I'm already pushing it, let me put these garbage bags out here on top of this here bin. And I didn't put the recycle in because, you know, that doesn't have any food in it. I'm like, okay, if I got a hold on to something, let me put this stuff that might have food smells in it in this garbage pail. Okay, dumpster or whatever. But I'm not for that, you know. But I said, oh, okay, darling. Child, I had them bins and they on top of the garbage thing. Where is he going with his 1951 car? Let me try to pass him so y'all can see it. Where is he going? Is he got his flashback Friday car going? Y'all, I don't know. What is the Thunderbird? Child, I can't even tell you. What is that? What is that? What is that right there? Did y'all watch the Aretha Franklin documentary? Y'all, we're going to get a good look at it. Look, he's so slow. Could you come on so I can see you and show you to the people? Make your debut, car. Is he going in the other lane? Did he turn off? There you go. What is that, y'all? Now I get to look at it. It's a Chevrolet. Okay, it's an antique Chevrolet Bel Air. It's a Bel Air with the wings. Okay, y'all, he's got wings. It looks good, but he in the wrong lane. That looks really nice, y'all. Chevrolet with the wings and some stick out things on the tires. I like it, y'all. It's not a convertible unless it's a hard top. And it would take 2 people to take that top off because it looks heavy. Yeah. You hear him over there rolling and rolling. But anywho, yeah, y'all. So we about to get into a conversation, but only on my head because I didn't say nothing else after that. Okay. You know how we do, y'all. Okay. Okay. That's the way I have solved many a problem that could have escalated in my life with, okay. And being quiet. And then going on and do what I gotta do. Because when you already know, I'm not trying to have no argument or with anybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, the mailman and I have been so peaceful together. I'm telling you, yeah. So, and you know, she a Hellcat. And if he can put up her feet with her, he's a winner, okay? He's a winner, go winner. But if I finish telling y'all about the people, how they did me with the package, I think when the mailman came in last night, he brought the package in. So I was like, what is that? I'm like, I don't know, child. I didn't have glasses on, so I was struggling trying to see what package is this. I don't know. Okay, it feels like some clothes. I looked, realizing that it was what I had mailed to my tried to mail to my BFF with postage due on it. Now it's their fault. I'm blaming them. I'm taking that personally. But I have perused the whole website, looked at the envelope, looked at this envelope, and tried to figure out what the dimensions are that matches what they got available. So I'm assuming that this packaging has been discontinued, but they still had them out at the post office. Okay, and so when I was on the website, of course I could not find the correct dimensions because this packaging must be discontinued or wasn't available on the whatever. 13 by 9 by something, whatever. I'm like, I picked the biggest one that I could find that wasn't $25 to mail a t-shirt, okay? Sometimes that's why I get to be so over bureaucracy and BS, okay? Because I'm just trying to mail a package and I pay you already, whether I never mail a package or not, because my taxes, baby, pay for all of this right here. Ooh, child, that's a whole other conversation. Where is he going to go? Child, he needs to get somewhere too. Going nowhere. I'm like, people who don't have, and this is my fault because I'm rushing, okay? Of course, I own all of my food. But if you ain't got to be somewhere till 10 o'clock and you leave 2 hours ahead of time, get out the way, okay? PSA. But anywho, yeah, so the postage due on this package, y'all, it looked like, I couldn't quite make it out. It looked like 25 cents. Now, you couldn't either forward this thing on and charge it to the game 25 cents. And I'm using you because I could have went to the UPS store or to the FedEx store and mailed this package. But I'm trying to use, you know, I'll be trying to say is the USPS. You couldn't spot me a quarter? You couldn't spot me a quarter. Anyway, So now I got to go stand up in somebody's line again because I'm not going to double pay. Somebody going to tell me what's going on or how much it is. I can't tell what it is, but it's like a dot. And then it looks like a 25 cents. Child, anyway. But what is all of this? Child. You know I keep my eyes on the road. If you follow me, I don't make eye contact with y'all unless I am at a stoplight or something. Anyway, I have no lunch. No lunch. Wanted a pizza last night. I had to go get it myself. Because the mailman was broke down. Okay, he was broke down. I'm like, dang, you know, he normally be my Superman to go get the stuff. Child, I had to go out in the street. And you know Alberta Bundy. But anywho, it was just zip, 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 you know. But child, all these places where people can sit and gather are crunk. And I know that people have, you know, done what they need to do to, you know, vaccinate, but I still ain't for that gathering. I'm telling you, that gathering is not for me. But anywho, I'm not as late as I could have been, but I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it, okay? But anywho, y'all, I'm gonna try to put up the old videos that I had been collecting when I was on break, because I enjoy filming my life in the car. The janky in the car, I love it. But I just needed a break from the daily upload of the first 2 weeks being back to work, okay? I'm gonna probably put this video up today and then, you know, flash back over the break and put up the other one there. Now, this is the kind of car that's going to make me miss the light. He is poking along. Could you please? Because I can see that there's nothing else coming. But a vehicle like this right here that's in front of me will cause you to miss the entire light. And they, Lamar, Mississippi. Why are you up here? Child, that's down by Hattiesburg. What you doing up here with a business? Oh, child, this is going on. Child. Again. You ain't gonna get me, Popo. But anywho, y'all, I'm here. No, I ain't here yet. But anywho, I'll catch y'all. Bye. Okay, y'all. I just left the post office, and child, it's true. I owe them a whole quarter. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. 25 pennies, y'all. I started to pay them in pennies, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be that trifling. I was not gonna be that trifling, y'all. It has been a wild and crazy day already, and I was just trying to sit in here. You know how we were rolling trying to get here, and child, it's been crazy. That's all I can say. Woo! Ouch! That's where I got my hair braided at when I came. I don't know if you can see right over in there. Got my hair braided at. You can't see back up in there. One of them little shops in there. Almost a year ago. No, it was earlier than that because it's the year that I've taken them down. But child, okay, come on 3 o'clock. Okay, come on 3:00. Okay, come on. We're gonna have, I think, lunch catered today. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but let me see. Hold on. There's a place here that you might be able to see right back there. Well, you can't see it, but it's a local Southern soul food restaurant called Southern. It's gonna give us lunch today. And y'all know I didn't bring anything, and so it all worked out. But anyway, yeah, y'all. So I ran out and paid the 25 cents, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I feel like it was that Grinch. I'm telling you, that Grinch probably knew it was me and said, oh, I'm taking it personally. But anyway, y'all. Yeah. So anywho, let me mosey on. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you long. It is spring break, baby. And these people is done peeled off. I was being conservative, trying not to tip out a couple of minutes early, baby. All I seen was tire tracks, okay?